This is Jonathan Whitaker with Presidio Roofing. Jonathan, why don't you go ahead and walk us through what you have marked out here and what you're going to go ahead and be doing for us.
All right, so I have this right here is the shingle I'm going to be replacing. Wind damage took this, flipped it up like that on us. So shingle stops here and here. For me to get to this shingle, I'm going to have to pop this whole line, this line right here, chalk line to chalk line to be able to get the nails out properly.
Yeah, so any shingle is always going to have two courses of nails in it, correct?
Yes, you're going to have one right on the line, one right above holding the top end, and it usually catches on the one above it too.
Okay, perfect. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to start lifting all those other shingles in the courses above it in order to make preparation for getting to the nails and being able to take those nails out, right?
Correct.
Okay. So as you can see, Jonathan is very carefully going ahead and making sure that all those shingles are delaminated from the course below it, and he's doing that by splitting the tar line on the bottom of the shingles, so that way we can go ahead and pop them up. As you can see, just go ahead and make note, every time that he is adjusting and manipulating these shingles, you're seeing granules fall off, right? He's barely brushing it with his hand, and even just in the manipulation of him just using that flat pry bar to go ahead and make sure that they're not sealed to the course below it, there's granules falling off. That in and of itself is another sign of the age and condition of this roofing system, and indicates, aside from all the other different things on this roof that are already very visible, that this roof is likely going to be impossible to actually repair. All right, so now John is going through and he is correctly taking out the nails. He's starting from underneath the shingle, popping it up about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch, and then pulling it out from the top. This is the best possible way to take the nails out without further damaging the shingle. Perfect. Now, as you can already kind of start to see in the video, in order to be able to replace an individual shingle, you have to be able to lift up the courses above it, and you have to be able to lift up the courses above it enough in order to be able to get a nail and a hammer in there and be able to actually strike the nail down in the appropriate area. And so this is the area where the brittleness of the shingle is really going to be reflected, and we'll see what that looks like here in a few moments. Okay, so we have that damaged shingle out. We have it set to the side. Here is a temporary shingle that we're going to be putting in its place for the purposes of this demonstration. Just lifting up those other courses. Again, you can see the granules already falling off as he's just trying to manipulate them just to slide in the other shingle. Alright, we'll get those lined up. Got it all lined up right there. Now remember, when he goes to lift up the courses above it, he has to lift it up enough to where he can set the nail and strike the nail with the hammer without damaging the courses that are above it or without hitting it with the hammer. So that's going to be demonstrated right now. Let's go ahead and brush off the top ones really quickly. Just any other loose granules, let's go ahead and get those off as best as we possibly can. Wow, these shingles are so bad, they're just maybe granules falling off no matter.
It's just gonna keep going.
Just keep coming. But all right. So he has lifted that shingle enough to be able to hammer it. And go ahead and, yep, look at all the additional granules that are coming off. You can start seeing areas where more granule loss has taken place. Let's keep on going. additional crease that ended up developing as the shingle was being manipulated in order to get this new shingle installed right here. So this crease right here is going to continue to lose. It's already lost a lot of granules just again because of the condition of the roof is so poor. This crease is going to continue to lose more granules, and since the granules protected from sun rays, this area right here is going to continue to degrade at a much faster rate than it normally would have if it still had a bunch of granules that are in here, which means that these shingle systems are going to fail that much faster. This roof, based on its condition and its brittleness, the amount of granular loss that it already has, the exposure of fiberglass that it has distributed pretty evenly throughout the roofing system, on the ridge caps and all throughout the field, is an objective candidate for replacement. This roof is not in a position to be repaired without creating significant more damage to the overall system. In addition to that, as you can see, some of these on the front facet of the roof, the main front facet ties underneath to this gable extension that comes over to the front of the house. So as you can see, the shingles of the main portion of the roof that has a significant amount of damage is going underneath right here, which means that in order to be able to change this slope out, this slope over here also has to be manipulated because it's laid over and these shingles go underneath. So this entire roof needs to be replaced. And thank you very much.